I need to tell you something that nobody has the courage to say to your face. After 60, people stop respecting you. Not all at once. It doesn't happen in a single moment. There's no announcement. Nobody sends you a letter saying, "We've decided you no longer matter." It happens slowly, quietly, like water dripping on a stone. It starts with the little things. Someone interrupts you at dinner. Your opinion gets ignored in a conversation. Your adult children start making decisions for you, without asking. A stranger at the grocery store calls you sweetie, like you're a child. And one day you wake up and realize, somewhere along the way, people stop treating you like a person who matters. I know this feeling, because I lived it. For 5 years, between 70 and 75, I felt invisible, irrelevant, like the world had moved on and forgotten to tell me. But then something changed, and I got that respect back. Not by demanding it, not by yelling or complaining, but by understanding why I lost it and fixing it from the inside. Today I'm going to share with you 6 reasons why people lose respect for you after 60, and exactly what you can do to take it back. Reason number 1. You stopped having an opinion. This is the one nobody expects. Somewhere after 60, a lot of us start going quiet. We stop sharing what we think. We stop pushing back. We stop arguing. Not because we don't have opinions, but because we're tired of being dismissed. So we nod. We agree. We say, "Whatever you think is best." And the people around us, they notice. Not consciously, but deep down, they register it. They think, "Grandpa doesn't care anymore," or "Dad doesn't have strong feelings about anything." And slowly, they stop asking. I did this for years. My son would ask where I wanted to eat. I'd say, "Wherever you want." He'd ask what I thought about a decision. I'd say, "You know best." I thought I was being easygoing, being flexible. But what I was actually doing was erasing myself. The day I started saying, "Actually, I'd prefer the Italian place," or "I disagree with that, and here's why," something shifted. People leaned in. People listened. Because I was finally acting like someone worth listening to. You have opinions, strong ones. Start sharing them again. The world didn't stop needing your voice. You just stopped using it. Reason number 2. You let your appearance go. Now, before you get upset, hear me out. I'm not talking about looking young. I'm not talking about fancy clothes or hair dye. I'm talking about self-respect that others can see. There was a period in my early 70s when I stopped caring how I looked. I wore the same stained sweatpants every day. I stopped shaving regularly. I shuffled around in slippers outside. I figured, who am I trying to impress? I'm 72. But here's what I didn't understand. How you present yourself isn't about impressing others. It's a signal. It tells the world, I still care about myself. And when you stop sending that signal, people start treating you like someone who's given up. My daughter said something that stung. She said, "Dad, you look like you've stopped trying." It hurt because she was right. I'm not saying wear a suit every day. I'm saying, put on a clean shirt. Shave. Stand up straight. Look people in the eye. These small things change how the entire world treats you. When you respect yourself visibly, others have no choice but to follow. Reason number 3. You complain too much. This one is hard to hear, but it might be the most important. After 60, your body hurts. Things are harder. The world is confusing and loud and different from what you grew up with. I understand all of that. I live it every single day. But if every conversation you have starts with your knee pain, or your medication, or how terrible everything is these days, people will start avoiding you, not because they don't care, but because constant negativity is exhausting to be around, at any age. I caught myself doing this at 73. My grandchildren would visit, and within 5 minutes, I was talking about my back, my blood pressure, how expensive everything has gotten. I turned every visit into a medical report. One day my granddaughter, she was 16, said, "Grandpa, can you tell me a story instead?" That sentence broke my heart, and fixed it at the same time. She didn't want my complaints. She wanted my wisdom, my stories, my laughter. She wanted the grandfather who made her feel safe, not the old man who made her feel sad. Save the health updates for your doctor. Give your family the best version of you. That's what they'll remember. Reason number 4, you became too dependent. Independence is the currency of respect. The more you can do for yourself, the more people respect you. That's not fair, that's not right. But that's how human psychology works. When you start asking for help with everything, when you can't figure out your phone, when you need someone to drive you everywhere, when you call 3 times a day because you're lonely, people start seeing you as a burden, even the ones who love you. I'm not saying don't ask for help. Everyone needs help. But there's a difference between asking for help and becoming helpless. Learn to use your phone. Figure out the remote control. Try to solve the problem yourself first, before picking up the phone. Not because you have to prove anything, but because every small thing you do for yourself is a brick in the wall of your dignity. The day I learned to order groceries online by myself, my son looked at me differently, not with pity, with pride. That look was worth every frustrating hour I spent figuring it out. Reason number 5, you stopped learning and growing. The moment you say, "I'm too old to learn that," you give people permission to leave you behind. I hear it all the time. "I don't understand technology. That's a young person's thing. I'm set in my ways." And every time you say that, a little bit of respect evaporates. Because what people hear is, "I've given up." At 75, I learned how to use a computer. At 76, I started reading books I never would have touched at 40. At 77, I joined a walking group and met people half my age who became real friends. Not because I was trying to be young, but because I refused to be finished. Growth doesn't have an age limit. Curiosity doesn't expire. And the person who's still learning at 80 commands more respect than the person who stopped trying at 60. Reason number 6, you forgot your own worth. This is the real one, the one underneath all the others. Somewhere between retirement and 75, a lot of us forget who we are. We forget what we accomplished. We forget what we survived. We forget the mountains we climbed, the families we built, the lives we shaped. And when you forget your own worth, you carry yourself like someone who doesn't matter. And the world takes your word for it. You are not your age. You are not your limitations. You are not the number on your birthday cake. You are 70, 80, 90 years of surviving things that would break most people. That makes you more valuable than you could possibly imagine, not less. So stand tall, speak up, take up space. Remind the world who you are, because respect isn't given, it's claimed, and you have every right to claim yours. Those are the 6 reasons, and now you know. If people have stopped respecting you, it's not because you got old. It's because somewhere along the way, you started acting like your best days were behind you. They're not. They're right here, right now, starting today. If this video made you think, share it with someone who needs this reminder. And tell me in the comments, which reason hit you the hardest? I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves.